What's up guys, today I'll be making my own Gorilla Tag fan game, and along the way I'll be showing you every step I take to do it. So think of this series as a tutorial series, so you guys can make your own Gorilla Tag fan games. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is install Unity Hub. Now the Unity Hub is where you manage all of your new projects in Unity, and if you already have it, great, but if you don't, then simply join my Discord and go to the Unity download. It's right here. And yes, everything in the video will be in my Discord, so make sure you join it. Once you do that, install the latest version of Unity. Make sure you add all the Android in it. There's more in-depth tutorials on that if you're confused, but if you already have it, then great. So as you can see, I've made a lot of games, and they're all terrible, but we're going to try again. So we're going to start off by clicking New Project. Then we're going to go to 3D. Do not click 3D URP or HDRP. Make sure it's just 3D. Then name your project whatever you want. I'm gonna name it Panda Partys because I want to make my game based on pandas, because everybody else has done monkeys, rats, cubes, and everything. Who thought of cubes? My game is gonna be based on horror, kind of like Big Scary, but a lot better. Alright, so once you've done all that, click Create New Project. Alright, so once it's all loaded up, we'll see a blank canvas. So now we have to configure the settings. So the first thing we're gonna do is go to Edit, Project Settings, go down to XR Plugin Management and click on Install. Next, we're going to click on OpenXR. Once it's installed, this warning will pop up, just click Yes. Now once that's done, we'll see two errors, but we're just going to ignore these for now. Now go back to XR Plugin Management, go over to Android button right here, click on this nice little Oculus button, now go down to OpenXR. I'll just enlarge this, and under the TV, put it where it says single pass and multi-pass, and then go to the plus right here and add Oculus and Valve Index controller profiles. And go over to the Android button where it says single pass, change that to multi-pass again. And click on this little thing, select Oculus Touch Controller Profile too. Now once you've done all this, if you go down to the project validation, no issues are found. And if you still have a project validation and you could just click on fix, just click it. You fix it. Alright, part 1 is all done. Alright, now exit out of this. Next, we are going to go up to Window, Package Manager. Once we're here, we have a lot of packages. Alright, come up to where it says Packages, go to Unity Registry, and scroll all the way down until you see XR Interaction Toolkit. Click on it, and then click where it says Install. Once it's installed, go to Samples, and then where you see Starter Assets, click Import. Once we've done that, you'll see in this corner right here, we have all starter assets in our assets folder. So we can go ahead and X out of this. So click on your starter assets and you have all these different things. But the only thing we're looking for here are these icons. So click on the first one, press Add, Action-Based Controller or whatever it says. Click on this add thing and do this for all of them. If you have more than me or less than me, Unity gets updates all the time, so just add them anyway. And I'm going to delete some of these in a second so we're on the same page. Now go to Edit, Project Settings, again. Scroll up to Preset Manager, and then you'll have all these things you just added right in front of your face. But what we need to look for is your left and right controller under Action-Based Controller. And you'll see your right controller and left controller. But if it also says Gaze Controller, just click on the minus. And boom, it's gone. Next, go to your right controller, and where you could type in right all lowercase. Go over to the left one and do the same exact thing. Alright, once you've done that, we could just simply close out of it. But there's one more thing we need to add, and this will save your life. Trust me, go to Windows Package Manager again, go to Unity Registry, go to 3D World Building, click on Install. Once it's installed, you'll have the Pro Builder. And you could access this by going to the Tools, Pro Builder window, and you'll have this little window. I like to keep it in the corner, but this is your life right there. So after we have set up all the settings we need, go to my Discord. The link is in the description, and scroll all the way down to the Assets and Script folder, and you'll see the Gorilla Locomotion channel. This is the exact movement in Gorilla Tag that you'll have for your Gorilla Tag fan game. So just click on it. Once you're here, go to Gorilla Locomotion Unity Package, click on that, go over to the download, and press download raw file, and there it is. I have a 5 right there because I've downloaded it 5 times. Don't ask me why. Back to Unity. Once we're here, click on Assets, and as of now we should have 4 folders. Right click, click Import Package, Custom Package, and then import whatever you just downloaded, the Gorilla Locomotion. Press Open, you'll see all this. click on all so they're all selected, and ignore this little triangle right here. It means nothing. Click on import. Now this is a death message. Okay, so if you have made anything in this project, like if you made a tree in the background, or if you built anything, this will get rid of it. This is reloading your scene. Since I haven't built anything yet, we're just gonna reload anyway. But if you want this to work right, you have to reload. But for future reference, if you ever get this message, do not click it if you have anything built, because I've done that once and it was terrible. Now if you don't see a grid like me, just click up here, press this button up here, and you'll see the grid now. So now we're gonna go to resources, Gorilla Prefabs or whatever it is, and then you'll see that you have the Gorilla rig right here. So go to scenes, Gorilla Locomotion, and just double click on this and you'll have this preloaded scene. Now this is part of the Gorilla Tag Locomotion pack. As you can see up here, you'll have Gorilla Locomotion. You've done it all right. Now just simply press the play button up top and then scroll over the scene so you can move around and stuff. And you'll see that's our Gorilla Tag character. Click on the expand arrow and go to the left controller, and then you can move it up and down just like the normal Gorilla rig. So these spheres are basically your hands. Now if you can't see the camera, it's because you don't have gizmos on. Just turn it on or turn it off. I usually have it off because it's kind of annoying. But yeah, that's your Gorilla Tag player. Press the play button again to stop playing, and now it's time to add our multiplayer. So we got to go back to my Discord, scroll down to Photon VR, click on the GitHub link, and boom, you'll see all these releases. The only one I know is 0.0.4, which is still really good. But if you want to do 0.0.5, you could do that. But I'm not sure how to use that at all. So go to assets, click on the first link, and you'll see you have it right there. Go back to my Discord, go to Pun2, click on the link. Now first, you'll probably have to sign in. So just link your Unity account. Once you've logged in, then click add to my assets, and then press open in Unity. And then press always allow you to open Unity. Now this screen in Unity should have popped up. But if it didn't, that's okay. If you didn't get that screen, go to Window, Package Manager, and then click on it. Then go over to My Assets. Next, go on to Pun2 Free and press Download if you haven't downloaded already. Mine says re-download since I've already had it. But then, once you're done downloading, press Import, and then you'll see all this stuff pop up. Just click on All, and then import that into your project. Once it's all done importing, you'll see this Pun setup. We could just skip that for now. We'll do that later. Now we'll know it worked because we have a Photon folder. So go back to my Discord, go to the Pun Voice 2, click on the link, click on Add to My Assets and open in Unity. Should bring you to this page again. Click on Download and Import, click on All, Import, and just X out of that because we're done with it. Right click, Import Package, Custom Package. We're going to go to what we just downloaded, the Photon VR. Click on Open, All, and Import. Photon stuff that we just installed is going to be in the Photon folder, but mainly in the resource folder. So if you double click the resources, we'll see Photon VR, double click that, and you'll see all this main stuff. Now go back to my Discord, go to the Photon Engine, click the link, and you'll have to sign in. Now if you don't already have an account, simply just make one, but if you have an account, just log in. Once you're signed in, go over to the dashboard. This is where you see all your servers. Now I have a bunch already, since I've tried making a game 4 times. Yeah, they all failed, but we're making a new one. So click create a new app, multiplayer game, select Photon SDK, make that Pun, and then make the name whatever your game name is going to be. Now description and URL, we don't need to do those are optional. Now do the same exact thing over again, except select Photon SDK, needs to be set to voice. Same name, and then we don't have to do a description or a URL, so we can just click on create. Alright, there we go. Now we see our IDs, so go to your Pun ID that you just created, click Control C, and guys, make sure you don't share this to anybody. This is your app ID, you don't want anybody else seeing it. Alright, once you're in Unity, go to Window, then go to Photon Unity Networking, and then go over to Highlighted Service Settings. You'll see this right here. Expand this little arrow, and you'll see a bunch of nonsense. But we only need a few things in here. So go to your app ID, and it'll say Pun after it, and then click on the text box, and Control V. So now your app ID is in there. Now just simply go back to the website, Control C your voice ID, Control V it into your Photon. Once we're done with that, go over to this area right here, click on create empty, and then type in Photon. You could also type in networking or something. This is just to stay organized. You don't have to do this, but I would very much recommend doing this. Then click on your assets, resources, Photon VR, and then click on Prelabs, and you'll have 3 different things. Now drag them into the empty object you just created. Mine's name is Photon, so just drag them into Photon. Also drag in Voice Logger, because that spawns into. Alright, now open up the folder, go to Photon VR Manager, and once you're here, you should see this on the side. So for the region, wherever you live. So for example, I live in the USA, so I'm gonna put US. If you live in Europe, you put EU, and so on and so on. Now for the app ID and voice ID, we come back, copy and paste, pun ID, put it in there. Do the same thing for your voice, Control C, Control V, and once we're done with that, the default room limit, how big do you want your server to be? I kind of want it to be 10 people, just like normal Gorilla Tag, and now you'll see this little head and arms. So this is where we're gonna go to our Gorilla Tag rig. Our main camera is going to be our head. Drag it in there. Left and right hands are going to be in your left and right hand spot. Drag them in there. And yeah, we can go ahead and press play. And if we set it all up correctly, we should see this. Now if you don't see these icons, it's because you have gizmos off. Flick them on and off. See them. Oh, you'll see we have 2 messages. It says that we could import TMP Essentials. So click on that. That's just importing the text for your name. So once you click that, you can click on the bottom one too. It's optional, but it's better to have it than not, I guess. After we've imported them, just press X out of that. Enable your gizmos and you'll see the text right there. That's how you know it works. Now press gizmos again to get rid of it. Go to your Gorilla Rig, go to left hand, and you'll see I have a hand now. So now just bounce it up and down, just like normal Gorilla Tag. Move it all around and alright guys, so this was part 1 of making my game. Hopefully I helped you guys. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll try to help you out the best I can. But if I don't help you, then I don't know. Tell me your thoughts on the idea, guys. I'm pretty excited for this. I feel like this could be a really successful series, and I'll have a lot of y'all part of this game. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. Peace out.